It was a busy bowl season for Oklahoma schools as Tulsa, Oklahoma State, and OU all won their respective bowl games. So this afternoon, we're calling Jonathan Huskey up to the fort to break down the biggest storylines. Hey, Jonathan, welcome back. We're socially distanced, but we're still close on TV.
Good to be back. That's right.
Yeah. All right, let's start with TU. The Golden Hurricane head coach Philip Montgomery gets his second bowl win at TU. How will the way they finish the season help their program going forward? I
think it's going to be great. I said kind of all season, second half of the season really, that I think this was maybe Monty's best coaching job that he's had since he's been at TU. The way they started the season, you lose to UC Davis to start the year. You're 1-4 at one point. That season could have gone off the rails really easily, but he was able to steady the ship, turn them around, and then they win a bowl game. They go to a bowl game and win the bowl game. So I think this sets them up great. They do lose some talent. Shamari Brooks, you saw there, Jackson Player entering the transfer portal. Josh Johnson, he's leaving as well. So there are some holes to fill, but they do have some guys coming back. They do have experience, and it always helps to go into the offseason with a bowl win. So I think it'll help them big time moving forward.
And I love how they play close with Cincinnati and Ohio State.
Mm-hmm.
Went on the road and
real close.
Ohio State.
I mean, real close to a real special season actually at TU. That close. So.
Yep. All right, let's move over to Oklahoma State. The Cowboys got their first New Year's Six Bowl victory since 2011. Mike Gundy called it the biggest win in school history. Do you think that's true?
Yeah, I think it is. It's the first time that you've played Notre Dame. Kind of one of the storylines that week out in Arizona was that it's really hard to schedule Notre Dame. They schedule so far out in advance, but the Cowboys were able to play them in a postseason game, win the game, and the largest comeback in school history to win the game. So, no, I think this is a big-time win for Oklahoma State. I think it obviously is the biggest win in school history because, I mean, how do you get any bigger than that? You upset the number 5 team in the country, and again, you win a New Year's Six bowl game to complete a really special 12-win season in Stillwater. So that was big time for them.
Yeah, and won the Big 12. What are the expectations going forward for them?
I think it's just to kind of continue this momentum. One of the kind of feelings you get from Oklahoma State is that, especially with Oklahoma and Texas leaving the Big 12, more so Oklahoma than Texas, but this is a chance for OSU to really stake their claim is that they are the class of the Big 12. And so I think they can't afford any kind of a letdown next year. They need to keep the momentum that they had this year moving forward next year to say that for the teams that remain in the Big 12, those new teams coming in, if you want to win a title, it's got to go through Stillwater.
And I should have said made it to the Big 12 championship game.
Regular season champs.
Yeah, regular season champs, so that's good. All right, let's talk about OU. Caleb Williams threw for 3 touchdowns in Oklahoma's win over Oregon in the Alamo Bowl, but has since entered the transfer portal. He has said that he's going to stay at OU as an option. That's an option for him, but where do you see him going next year?
I don't know. I'm not going to speculate on 18, 19, 20-year-old dudes where they're going. I will say, though, that I personally don't have any problem with him exploring his options. This is a guy who came to play for Lincoln Riley. He knew Lincoln Riley's track record of developing quarterbacks. He wanted to play for that guy. Lincoln Riley shocks the world and moves on. So I don't think there's any problem with Caleb Williams deciding where he's kind of making sure that Oklahoma is where he wants to be. It would not surprise me to see him stay. But as far as where he will go, boy, your guess is as good as mine.
Quickly, I read an article a little bit ago that said an alum at Eastern Michigan said he would give Caleb Williams $1 million.
Charlie Batch, former Detroit Lions quarterback. Yeah, a safe bet. I don't think it's going to be Eastern Michigan.
The NIL, it's changing a lot of stuff.
It is changing the world.
Football. All right, we're going to get out of here with this. Today is the anniversary of the longest game in NBA history between the Indianapolis Olympians and the Rochester Royals. It was way back in 1951. How many overtimes did that game go? 12, 8, or 6? Your guess.
I didn't cheat. I'm going to go big. I'm going to say 12.
That was my guess, too. I'm going to say 12. I do not know the answer, but the producer in my ear just said it was 6.
6. So we were both wrong. We were both wrong and wrong by a lot. Okay.
Oh, well. Jonathan, thank you so much. We appreciate it. Always fun to do this.
For sure.
All right, Shannon, back to you.